Yeah, but there's 1,000 cars easily past this area in the last 2 hours that you missed opportunities to sell to. Just my thought. So, and he goes, well, I didn't think of that. Hi guys, Chuck Adkins here, Best Marketing Website. Hey, today I want to talk about marketing strategies for small businesses. Most small businesses fail within the first 5 years. Why is that? If you're a small business, you probably already know the answer to that. I can tell you that, if you're in a struggling business right now, I'm with you. I failed with a business within 2 years, and I know my heart goes out to you. So today I want to talk about some strategies that might help you keep your small business going or grow it in 2021. Things are different now. 2021 is becoming a reflection of 2020, and we all hated that. And maybe it worked for you, maybe it didn't, but I think we can still pull this out. I think that 2021 could be your best year yet if you take a few of these strategies that I'm going to give you and work with them. Remember, you don't have to do all of them because not everybody's doing them. So if you just do a little bit of what I'm going to tell you, you'll have a leg up on your competition, and that's the most important part, is being up on your competition. So today, hang in with me. We're going to talk about some strategies. We're going to go through a couple of them, and I'll lay it out for you, and let's get going. Hey, I'm going to start out with a story. I live in a neighborhood that's got about 350 houses in it, and we have a nice little pool area with a tennis court. And every once a week, we invite a food truck from the area to come up and just hang out with us, and all the neighbors go down. Not all of them, but most of the neighbors will go down and buy food from them. It takes gives you a night off of cooking, once in a while. And so one night I went up there, and we had a new truck coming, so I always try to support them. And it was a wood-fired pizza truck. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I like wood-fired pizza. So I went down there, and there was a tent there, not a truck. It was right at 5 o'clock. We usually go 5 to 7:30 or something like that. So it was right at 5 o'clock, right before. I like to get there early because my grandson, we would get home, we can eat. We don't have to wait in line or anything like that. So I'm sitting there and nobody was there, and I'm talking to the owner, and hey, how long you been doing this? He says, well, I've been doing this for 8 years. He said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it much longer. He said, I'm struggling. I said, really? I said, wow, that's interesting that after 8 years you're still struggling. He goes, yeah. He says, it's just not working. I said, okay. So I'm waiting on my pizza, and his wife speaks up, and she goes, hey, make sure you tell all your neighbors to come, because you're our first customer today, and we're worried this isn't going to work for us tonight. And I said, well, how long have you been here? And she said, well, we were ready to cook at 3 o'clock. I said, okay, well, normally they're scheduled between 5 and 7:30 because, when people get home. So, I guarantee, somebody will show up. They'll start showing up here soon. They usually do. Usually about 5:30, the line starts, building up a little bit. And she said, okay, that would be great. So I turned to the owner and I said, you've been here since 3 o'clock. Do you have a sign on the road? He goes, no, I didn't think of that. And I said, the highway, we have a 4-lane highway that runs in front of our neighborhood that, you can't see inside of our neighborhood from it because of the berms and the trees and stuff. So I said, a banner like what you have in front of your tent here would work great on this highway. That would let people know that, you're here. He said, well, I guess I didn't think about that. I was just more focused on, the people in the neighborhood. I said, yeah, but, there's 1,000 cars easily past this area in the last 2 hours that you missed opportunities to sell to. Just my thought. So, and he goes, well, I didn't think of that. I said, okay. So the moral of my story is, sometimes in business we get caught up in our life with small business, and we don't realize the things around us that can impact our business. For example, this guy, had he put a sign on a road, 1,000 cars, how many? 2 would have stopped. I mean, you don't know the odds, but you know what I'm saying? That's 2 more sales he would have had that day. If he kept up that strategy, perhaps after 8 years he wouldn't be struggling. And I want to see him succeed. I want to see all business succeed. So just keep that in mind. Look at your business as we're talking about these strategies. Look at your business and try to pick out something that maybe you forgot, maybe you didn't think about, maybe that you can add to. You know, your daily grind is your daily grind, and sometimes you can add just a couple things to your daily grind to make a big impact in the long run. So keep that in mind as we keep moving on. So my first strategy is a website. My question to you, do you have a website? If not, why? Do you know that about 90% of your new customers are searching for you online? If you're not online, you're not going to be found. So think about that. A web presence. A web presence is huge today. Most people have a phone in their hand with the internet in their hand. And the first thing they do is they don't even have to type it in. You can say it in your phone, where you want to go and what you're looking for. So it doesn't matter what your business is. Even if you don't think you need a website, you need a website. Even if you're the only guy in town doing what you do, you need a website because there's somebody that doesn't know about you. And the only way they're going to find out about you is a website. Now, websites can get costly. And you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a website. These big corporations, they spend multiple thousands of dollars a year keeping their sites up. But that doesn't mean that they're not number one in your area. That doesn't mean that they're focusing on your area. So you can draw customers locally with your website very easily. You can draw national customers depending on what you're selling. If you've got a retail store, you definitely need to be online. If you have it doesn't matter. No matter what you're selling or what you're having, no matter what business you're in, you're selling something, either yourself or a product, and you need to let the world know what you have. So a website is very important. There's ways to go online and learn for free. I've got a link in the bottom down below that in the description that I'll put in there for you for a place that you can go and you can learn how to build a website for free, and you can actually have an actual website running in less than 3 minutes. So as you grow your website, it's a living document, just like your business plan. So you may not have a perfect website at the beginning, but you'll have a website. And you'll have everything out there and your customer can find you. And then you grow as you think of things and you do little things here and there to make your website great over time. So it's not about perfection at the beginning. It's about just getting out there and getting your name in the present. The next thing I want to talk about is SEO, search engine optimization. All right, so there's two types of SEO. They're both the same, but there's local SEO and SEO. Okay, local is exactly what it is, local business. If your business is strictly local, you want to build your website, and when you build your website, you want to optimize it for local SEO keywords. When I say a keyword is something your business does that somebody is searching for. Car insurance, for example. If you sell car insurance and you're a local guy selling car insurance in town, you want everybody to know about you. So by having a website with local SEO saying, let's say Mobile, Alabama car insurance, or car insurance near me, something of that nature. That's what people are searching for. So what you want to be able to come up with in the search engines with that by using SEO. Search engines, the internet is vast amount of information out there. So without some sort of link, the search engines can't find you. So you want to optimize your website for the search engines to be able to find you. That's all SEO is. Now, it can get complicated. Most people don't understand it. If you understand just a little bit of it, you're going to be ahead of your competition by far. If you're, for example, let's go back to car insurance. If you're in car insurance and you have a major a brand that's sponsoring you or whatever, of course they give you a website and their name is already out there, but your name is important too, and people are searching, they may know you. So by having SEO with you and your name and your company, the search engines can find you and send your customer base to you. So that's basically in a nutshell how SEO works. Now, if you understand the principle of SEO, it's kind of easy. The hard part is just finding the keywords that people are looking for. And again, I got another tool that you can use. You can start out for free. It'll be down in the description again, and I'll point you in that direction. Play around with it and see what you think. Next one is blogging. Blogging is writing content about what you do, about becoming an expert, becoming an authority of whatever your business is. If you sell jewelry, you can write blogs on anything: how to make jewelry, how to clean your jewelry, how to take care of your jewelry, how to buy jewelry, what to look for in jewelry, that kind of thing. So by blogging, it's easy to add that to your website. Adding content helps search engines, but it also helps give you an authority and a position over other people. Makes you, for example, if you're a realtor, in my area, there's probably 6,000 realtors. So how do they find you as a realtor? Well, becoming an authority in an area, knowing an area, knowing the neighborhood, knowing anything more than or showing that you know more than somebody else puts you as an authority. By blogging and writing things that have to do with your business, you'll find that you become an authority, and that by becoming an authority, search engines can find you more because there's more content about your subject out there. So it makes people believe in you when they find you. New customers, when they find you, they believe in you because oh wow, this guy must know what he's doing, or this girl must know what he's doing, because they've wrote all these articles, or they wrote this and this and this. So keep in mind that blogging is also another strategy that you can use in marketing that a lot of people don't use. They don't think about it. They build a website. Even if you're selling merchandise, they build a website, but they don't do any information on the merchandise that they're selling. They just put it out there and put it for sale. By giving information, that's what people are searching for on the internet, is information. So that's what the internet is for, is information. So keep that in mind. Blogging is a great strategy to use. Let's talk about YouTube. Do you know that YouTube is the largest search engine in the world? I always thought it was Google, Bing, but it's YouTube. Most people go to YouTube for how to. How do I do this? You ever done that? You ever gone on YouTube and wanted to know how to fix something, how to look for something, how to do something? Or even go to Google and search how to, and a lot of YouTube videos are going to come up. That makes YouTube one of the largest platforms out there. So have you thought about using YouTube for your business? Doesn't matter what your business is. There's a place in YouTube for you. Now, what that does is you can link YouTube back to your website. Again, website is the number one thing we're talking about today, because that's the key, the circle to the whole wheel. That's the middle of the wheel, and you branch out from there. But YouTube is such an authority out there that you're becoming an authority figure by creating YouTube videos. My grandson loves YouTube. He loves kids. Matter of fact, he doesn't watch regular TV. He watches YouTube. And he loves watching these kids play because he's got most of the toys these kids play with. But there's other things, you're watching this on YouTube. So YouTube is a great way to grow your business for free. It doesn't cost anything to upload a video to YouTube. It takes your time. That's really it. And your time is worth money. I understand that. But in your daily grind, if you add a 15-minute video, the editing takes longer than anything, but if you add a 15-minute video, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not an actor, you're not a movie star. But what happens is people start seeing you in places that they didn't expect to, and they start noticing you, which will lead me to my next strategy. But it all comes together as one, but this is one more spoke in the wheel for building your marketing strategy for your small business is you. Okay, so that leads me to branding. How are you branding your business? Are you buying a bunch of hats? You got pins with your name on it? You got a banner outside your business that has your name on it? You got a business card? Do you know your website's your business card now? In today's technology, your website is your business card. You don't need a business card. People don't keep a business card. I got a desk full of business cards here that I never use. Somebody hands me a business card, I throw it in a desk. I may pull it back up and look for it, but the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up my website and look for you. So branding, your name, your business, who you are and what you do is all one brand. And there's ways to do it to where everybody understands or notices things. For example, when you're building your website, think about your fonts, your colors. Use those colors everywhere. Your logo, your website, YouTube, anywhere that you're at, your blog, anything that you're doing with your business, use those colors. Your fonts for your words. It may seem little, but it means something as people start seeing you and they start noticing. They'll notice that font and go, oh, they associate it with you. So branding is more than just buying a hat with your name on it. Branding is more than the pins that you hand out for free and these business cards that that are floating everywhere that mostly go into trash. Branding is everything. The colors in your store, the colors in your business. So branding is a large, and I'm going to do a whole nother article on branding here real soon because I think it's huge. Because we go out and we do all this stuff and we don't think about what everything means to people. Some people see things differently than others, and that's why it's important to keep everything the same in your business across the board as far as literature, your website, your YouTube channel. All that needs to look all the same. Next is social media. Again, we're getting into a spoke on the wheel of our website. Social media is another key. Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Pinterest? You know, Pinterest is larger than Facebook as far as search engines. They all come together as one. So anytime you put something out there, any information you ever want to have, put it on Facebook. Use your Facebook for your business, not your social. Do you notice that you can get caught up into Facebook and or Twitter, and you can get caught up, and the next thing you know, an hour has passed and you haven't done anything if you're not careful. It seems to be everybody's venting point now. It didn't start out that way, but it's now become everybody's venting point. With that said, all right, you can't put 100% of just you on your business because that's also your brand. So you have to interact with social media. By interacting, you're, again, creating a presence. So by commenting, by liking other people's posts, you're in the mix. You're in the mix. And some people start to notice you, start to see you, start to see your name. So then when you post something about your business, they're noticing your name, so they're gonna automatically associate it with you and what your business is. So, I went to a class one time that said use 20% of your business for 20% of your social media contacts for your business, and the other 80% for just getting your name out there. I don't know that I agree with that completely. Those numbers. I've also read that I've had a program I've learned, a class I took, use Facebook for nothing but your business, no matter what. So it's mixed. Nobody knows. But what I recommend is interaction. Again, it's branding. So by interacting through social media, you're putting another spoke in your wheel off your website, because your website you can focus your blogs or anything that you're doing back to your website, and that's your business card. So that's how people find you. So by using social media as a tool with everything else, as a group, you'll see that you'll start growing your business, and that's another marketing strategy that you can use for your small business. My last strategy I want to talk about today is email. We get a lot of emails. I don't know about you, but I get a lot of emails, and I delete 90 to 95% of my emails just by the subject line. So email is still very popular, but the key is getting your customer to open your emails. So let me ask a question. Do you collect customer information as they come into your store? Think about it. When they check out of your store, if you have a retail store, if you have an insurance business, if you have a jewelry store, it doesn't matter what you do. Do you collect information from that customer so you can reach out to that customer again? Or do you let them come in the store, come into your business, and then leave? Here's where I'm going. All right. Most people overlook this. If you promise the customer. Now you can't abuse this information, but if you, let's say you own a haircutting place, a salon, okay? Customer comes in, make an appointment. You already have their name, right? You may have taken their phone number from the appointment. That's good. Why don't you get their email address when they come in? Hey, can we get your email address? We'd like to let you know when we're doing specials. We'd like to keep in contact with you. So if you think about that, let's stay on the salon business for a minute. All right, so customer comes in, you already got their name and address because they made name and phone number because they made an appointment with you, and you're going to collect their email. All right, so you have now a database with this customer. You have a relationship with this customer. So what if you send an email to this customer once every couple weeks? Hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Why don't you come on in? We'll give you a couple dollars off, or something of that nature. Or just say, hey, we got a new style coming out, or we've got this, we got this new promotion coming out. All of our hair care products are now 20% off, or whatever, whatever. But how does your customer know what promotion you're running if you can't contact them? All right, unless they come to your store every day or your place of business every day, they don't know what you're doing. So by gathering their information, you can keep them in the loop, and it keeps them your customer instead of them going somewhere else. I used to get my hair cut at a certain place, but I'd like one girl to do it, and I'd go in and then that girl would leave. Well, now somebody else has to cut my hair, and I hate that. If that girl would have had my information and took it with her where she went, she could have easily contacted me and let me know where she was, and I would have followed her. So the same basis on any business. You want your customer to know to use you, not your competition. So by using email to contact your customer and collecting this information, now you got to promise them you're not going to sell it and use it for spam or anything like that. You can't spam them. You only have to send them a couple, one a month, whatever. You have to stay in their vision, so for them to reuse you. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Whatever. A newsletter, something like that in an email. Anything if you're going to write a blog, you can email your blog to your customer. That way they get this information. It's free. You're giving them information. So they're going, hey, always get stuff from this guy. As a realtor, that's another great way to do this is with emails. If you constantly stay, hey, are you selling your house? Are you selling your house? Are you selling your house? You get numb. But if you start sending information to help them sell their house, whether they use you or not, you're not asking them to use you. What will happen when they go to sell their house or need to buy a house, they'll remember you because you've been sending them information. So you just the email helps you stay in their thoughts. So my final thoughts today, I know this has been kind of long, is, marketing strategies, there's tons of them. And the ones I gave you today are actually free except for the website and possibly the search engine or the keyword research. They start out free, but there is a monthly fee. So, and some of the branding techniques that I gave you are also free. So keep in mind, for your business that, strategies, you can spend a ton of money on marketing really quick. I've done it. Matter of fact, I put myself out of business spending money on marketing. So by using free techniques and little simple things and adding little simple things to your daily grind, you'll grow your business through 2021 and beyond. That's the whole point. You don't want to get just through this year. You want to get through forever. You want to have an exit plan of selling your business and living on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean for the rest of your life, if that's your goal. But so you use these strategies to grow your business, to see how you can grow more customers into your business. It doesn't matter what your business is. All these strategies work the same exact way for every business. The key to everything, the center of the wheel is your website, and everything else is just a spoke out of it. Keep that in mind, and you'll always be successful. Hey, I hope I was able to leave a nugget for you today. I hope you were able to take something from it. Go back to my website, check out the articles in full if you want to. In the comments below, I'm going to leave a couple of links for you to check out. And also, I have a special bonus for you at the end of my blog that may or may not help you. I use Wealthy Affiliate for my blogging, my website. Check it out. It's free to start. It's free to learn. The information that you'll learn is valuable, even if you just stop at the free. So check all that out. I hope you enjoyed today and look forward for more of my videos. I'm going to start doing all my blogs like this because I kind of enjoy this. So anyway, have a great day. Be successful and just keep grinding. You'll get there. Chuck is out.